Yes. Så välkommen. Det är dejligt att se er. Sån här skön efterårsafton. So I'll switch to English, and also welcome to you online. And this is Shrinidhi.
Hello.
And he's learned meditation with Brahma Kumaris as a child. I think you were about 4 or 5 years when your parents started to meditate. And today he's 38 years old, so that's 35 years.
Lost.
Yeah. And actually, today Shrinidhi lives in our headquarters in Madhuban, and Elizabeth and Hannah has been there, and Gina has been there, I think.
Wonderful.
Yes, and Marie will go one day. And but anyway, you got a master in business administration. And when I met Shrinidhi in Madhuban the first time, he worked for project, what was it? Smart Planet Initiative with IBM. And we had just started our environment initiative here in Copenhagen at that time. Hi, välkommen. Kom lite tätare på. We had just started our environment initiative in Copenhagen at that time. So that's how we met. But today Shrinidhi is a full volunteer and works in the global hospital with the training. He's a deputy.
Det er dog irriterende, jeg ikke ved sådan noget.
In the training of the staff for global hospital and the trauma center. And he's also a television presenter and a radio host. And I found out he's also a disc jockey for the radio, but only for Indian music. So if you have any questions about Bollywood music, here you go. But I chose the topic of peace for Shrinidhi because I know him as a very cool and serene guy. So that's why we have the topic of peace tonight. So I'm very happy to have you with us here in Copenhagen. So welcome. We can do an hour's talk or something, and then question and meditation. Yeah, good. And I will go a bit back and forward because I will be in the office also for the recording, and I hear it. Okay, I will have the headphones. Yeah.
Oh, Shanti.
Shanti.
I think all of you are well versed with this greeting, yeah? Anybody here who is here for the first time? Very good. Just because we have someone here for the first time, it would be nice to give a proper understanding of the word Om Shanti. Om Shanti is not a mantra, and it is not something that we chant. It is a way of reminding ourselves our true nature. The word Om means I, the soul, that I am not something that I appear. I am more than what I appear. And the second word, Shanti, in Sanskrit means peace. It is a gentle reminder. Am I audible to everybody at the back? Should I increase my volume here? No? Yeah, okay. So, reminding myself that I am a being of peace. I resonate with this power of peace. And I see others also as peaceful beings. That way, I do not see the other person as something different. I have the same vision for the other person also. In other words, it is like having an elevated vision for the person in front of me. At the moment, he or she might not appear to be very peaceful, but I create that good thought that may they also be peaceful. So when I resonate with this idea, when I say Om Shanti, I do not just say it as a way of saying hi, but it is more a meaningful way of coming to that awareness that I am peaceful and I see others as peaceful beings, and I give these gifts of peace to each other. So that is what Om Shanti means. So when we say Om Shanti, we also respond with the same greeting, saying Om Shanti, meaning, yes, I am also peaceful, and thank you for reminding me that. It's a gentle way of saying it. Since we're speaking about greetings, there are many greetings that we use in the world today. And many of those greetings, in fact, are greetings of peace.
Yeah, a little bit clearer.
A little bit clearer?
Yeah.
Okay. So, welcome. Somebody's at the door. So, many greetings in the world, in many cultures, have been the greetings of peace. Many of you might have heard this word, shalom. Have you heard of this word?
Mhm.
Yes. It also means greetings of peace. In the Middle East, in the Arabic-speaking world also, the greeting is Salamu Alaikum. The word salam means peace. Alaikum means to you. May peace be upon you. And the reply in Arabic is also Assalamu Alaikum. May the same peace be upon you too. So it is a way of understanding the value of peace and sharing that as a gift with each other. But like many things, we have forgotten the essence behind it. We have forgotten the underlying deeper meaning that it holds, and we have only started living on the surface. So when somebody says Om Shanti, say Om Shanti. Shalom, shalom. Salam, salam. Not even waiting sometimes to for the other person to finish his or her greeting or their greetings. So this is what has caused, in a way, a lack of peace in our lives. Or let's say if it is not lack of peace, a shortage of peace or a deficiency of peace in our lives. Yeah? I come from India. For those of you who have been to India, anybody who has been to India? Oh, yes, very good. So people who have been to India will tell you that India is a very, very, very noisy country. Yes? Those of you who have gone might have noticed it. The reason why India is a noisy country is because there are more people. India today ranks 1 in world's population. Quite a good thing, huh? In fact, Sonia was just telling me yesterday that we have a city where I live, Mount Abu. The biggest city where we have an international airport is the city of Ahmedabad, which happens to be the largest city in Gujarat, the neighboring state in the western part of India. And we are only 4 hours away from that city. And most of the people who travel from different parts of the world to come to Mount Abu, to Madhuban, usually take a flight to Ahmedabad. And from there, they might take a cab or a train or anything. The entire city of Ahmedabad has the same number of people as much as the population of Denmark. So you can imagine. So it's not really their fault. They're not at peace. So they create a lot of pollution, sound pollution, noise. So it is occupational hazard, so to speak of. But does it actually really mean that just because we have less people here, we don't hear anybody honking? Yeah, sometimes the bells of the cycles ring, but you don't consider that as noise, do you? Do you? Once in a while you might, what? That might happen. But do you see the lack of noise as peace? Because there is lack of noise here. On the streets of Copenhagen, few days ago, 3 days ago, I was in Aarhus. So compared to Copenhagen, there are still lesser people there. So do you think that just because there are less number of people, less traffic, nobody honking, the lack of noise, do you consider that as peace?
No.
No? No? Some people say no. Anybody who says yes?
Yes and no, not necessarily. Depends.
A little bit of yes, a little bit of no. Yeah. I'll give you another example. I'm giving you an example from India because that is where I've lived most of my life. And those of you who have worked in a global scenario might be able to resonate with you. It is called as the Indian head shake. Yeah. So those of you who have smiled, they already experienced it. So it means that when you ask some Indian about whether this is this or this is that, and most often, if you say yes, you would say yes. If you would say no, you would say no. Correct? This is the global way of nodding with our signs. But in India, people were like, So it is a yes and it is a no also. It is somewhere in between. So it's good. I'm happy to see that I'm getting a similar response from people here also. So that also reminds us that across the globe, we as humanity is one. We might speak different languages, live in different ways, eat different things, dress in different ways, might have different qualities of life, but underneath it all, we are same. We're all human beings. That is what makes us connected to each other as humanity. How do we really see peace today? Because I think Sonia has asked me to speak for 1 hour. And if I continue speaking for 1 hour, I'm pretty sure that I will be tired and you will fall asleep. So I think it would be nicer if we could have a conversation. Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Please forgive me for my forward approach. This is also an occupational hazard as a TV presenter. I tend to get to seek responses from people, but it is okay if you choose not to answer as well. So how do we really see peace? What is your definition of peace? Some of us have agreed that just the lack of noise is not peace. Then what is it? How do we really see peace for ourselves? How do we define it? What does it mean for us? Yeah?
According to me, peace can be very subjective. Like it varies person to person. For me, talking with my family back in India, or maybe, having some good time with my kids and my family, it is peaceful. Though we are making lots of noise, chit-chatting. So peace is not, according to me, only absence of, noise. It is absence of worries. And that's why we call it, peace of mind.
Wonderful. Absence of worries, not just absence of sound or noise, but absence of worries. And that's the reason I call it peace of mind. Very beautiful. Yeah. Anybody else? Yeah.
Oh, maybe if what's happening around me, it's not really affecting me in a negative way, whatever it is. And that I feel I'm calm or something.
Very wonderful. Because, I'll come back. Because Denmark has been a seafaring nation. Seafaring nation? Right? Ships and going into the sea, and a lot of sailors, and we had experience in that. There is an expression that is said, calm in the storm. That there are disturbances around, but the sailor, the captain of the ship, is so experienced that he knows how to stay calm, even when he knows that there is a storm out there. It is an expression in English. I do not know whether you have it here, but it is usually followed in the seafaring nations. So there might be a similar expression. Very beautiful. So that whatever happens around me, I do not get affected by it in a negative way. It's not that I choose to become ignorant. I'm conscious of what is happening around me, but I do not lose my balance. I remain calm, stable. Very nice. Very good. Yeah.
And for me, peace means less mental agitation and thoughts.
Yeah.
Because when there is so many thoughts, I cannot be in peace even if I'm quiet.
Yeah.
And so it's like inner peace. And for my realization, understanding that the outer peace is coming from the inner peace. When there is like outer agitation, sound, noise, war, which is not peaceful, does mean there is something much deeper than what it shows.
The inside also there is
Yes,
turmoil.
inside is more, like even more. That's why it manifested extremely also.
Wow, very nice. Just I'll crystallize that. I'll come to you. That the lack of mental agitation, less number of thoughts is what I call peace. And what happens on the inside kind of reflects on the world outside. Very nice. Yes.
So it is feel and not take, be kind, and live simple.
Live simple.
And wealthy. That would be very good.
Yeah.
Do something for other people.
Yeah.
Be always ready to help anytime.
Very nice. So a way of giving is what I see as peace, because I'm not really trying to get more, but trying to give more. And I live in that space, and that space is what makes me feel peaceful. Good. Yeah. I had few hands going up there.
I was thinking absence of struggling, but yeah, because I feel the stress could be struggling.
Yeah.
And peace is the opposite. Like, yeah, you don't have to struggle, you're just in peace, like in peace with your family, or just
So it is the absence of that struggle or turmoil. So no push and pull here and there, where I'm calm. Very good. Yeah.
I think it's also about accept the things as they are. Give up struggling.
Yeah. Accepting things the way they are. Very nice. I see there is a storm, I accept it. You cannot say to the storm, no, this is not the time. You go away, let my ship pass. You cannot. Instead, if I look at the storm and if I start thinking, oh dear God, this is a storm. How am I going to get through this? Why does it always happen to me? Other ships passed away 2 hours ago from the same route. They did not have to face it. Maybe I have a cursed person in my crew. A lot of different things. Sometimes for our life, for our journey of life on this ship, we also tend to see storms, sometimes storms which have not come yet, but we see that the clouds are there and we start reacting now before even it could approach us. And we kind of lose that state of mind, lose that peace or calm. And I forget that I need to accept it. It is a reality. It is something in front of me, and accepting it. Peace of mind. Very nice. Very good. Anybody else? Yeah.
Attachment.
Detachment. May I ask you to elaborate a
Yeah.
little bit on it?
I think a very good friend of mine, he also says that the old trouble in the world is about what we try to protect as our identity.
Mm.
So when we think our identity is about being, let's say, white or a woman or a doctor or whatever, then we have to protect that, and
Yeah.
then we disturb the peace.
Yeah.
So if we can become detached of whatever is defining us, then we might get closer to peace.
Yeah, true. Sometimes we try to hold on to our identities, and most of us have many identities. We wear many masks, many layers that we carry. Our profession, our relationship, our nationality, our language, anything that we are proud of. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be proud of, I'm just saying that this is also one of the things that I carry. And I remember a few days ago, somebody was saying, I was still traveling, I was in the UK, and somebody in the tube, the London Underground, the metro system, was saying something about India. One of the persons who was sitting next to me was Indian, and he instantly was turned off by it. He said, how can people be talking about India like this? Have they ever traveled to India? How many Indians do they know? And I said, how many Indians do you know? Because yes, it kinds of ticks us off, because our identity, our layers that we carry with us, we think that, no, this is who I am. And even though somebody is not really offending me directly, because of my relationship with that place or that person, that profession, I kind of take it on myself. Yeah, and that disturbs my peace too. Yeah, very good. So it is important to cultivate a sense of detachment, that even when somebody is saying, see that as a statement. Do not see it as an allegation. In the management lessons, we are taught one thing. Those of you who come from the business background or work in corporates or multinational companies might have heard of this term. We would often say in the meetings that it is not important who made the mistake. What is important is what is the mistake. It is not about who is wrong. It is about what went wrong. So we're not looking at the person as the problem. We're not seeing a person as someone who has created a problem or an issue, but we are seeing that the problem has come and a certain person was involved with it. So that way our entire approach goes away from blaming a person to looking at the problem and trying to solving it together. So it is one of the very strong basics of conflict resolution in teams that we use. So yeah, like you said, a sense of detachment, of not seeing the person as that, sometimes not seeing ourselves as part of the problem, but to think a little bit, step away, move back, and then have an out-of-the-box approach. Very good. All of your answers are correct. Because as human beings, we have all had these experiences, and we are sharing our experiences with each other. And I'm pretty sure that there are people who did not answer or did not think that they should be answering, were resonating with you. If not with all of you, with some of you, they said, this is also, I think, something of this I also think. Happened to you, some of you? Yeah. So when I look at peace, the definition of peace that I find today is all of the answers that you give. It is truth, that it is acceptance, that is peace. It is the less number of thoughts that is peace. Yes?
Be quiet.
Be quiet. Okay? So being quiet, yeah?
Avoiding conflict
Avoiding conflict
and to understand others' perspective.
and to understand others' perspective. Yes. True. This is what it means to be peaceful. If I look at myself, for my own self, if I get peaceless for some reason, do you all get peaceless sometimes? Let's say, do you get upset? Upset? Yeah. And if you are upset, do we say that you are at peace? No. So have you all felt upset? Those of you who have felt upset, please raise your hand. It's a little bit of exercise. We've been sitting for quite some time. So if we have been upset, that means something upset us. True? And now, what do I do when something has upset me? Whether that thing that upset me is there in front of me or not is a secondary story. But something has upset me. How do I set myself back?
Let it go.
Let it go.
Practically not easy to let go.
Very frank conversations. Yes.
I drink water
Drink water.
and then I go for 10-minute walk
Yes.
for fresh air.
Yeah. Fresh air.
Count to 10.
Count to 10. Reverse counting. Forward counting. Yeah.
And try to get curious about why did I get upset?
Yeah. I look back and reflect upon myself. What is it? Why have I become upset? Yeah. Just call this reflection. Very nice. Yeah.
Sometimes reflection, in my case, gives me overthinking. So I try to change my focus for that moment.
Yeah.
Maybe
You go for a walk?
it could be anything.
It would be nice to go on a walk together. True. It is true. We try to shift our attention to something else. You're all giving very positive answers to me.
I have more steps.
Yeah, go on.
I really practice that so much because I was getting upset more often at work to get triggered.
Yeah.
And then I didn't have inner peace. And then I was trying to find a way. So after I was going for a walk, I come back, I drink more water. I start to write down to reflect on what went wrong.
Yeah.
And also I have a paper, I forgot the name of the person who, it's like a sheet, I fill it. And then I see it's really not about that person anymore.
Yeah.
And then I get more in peace.
Wonderful. When people are upset, when they don't feel nice on the inside, when something is not so nice, they feel, many people try different things. To define this word upset, I would give you a few more examples. Upset means I'm away from my seat. I'm not in my natural state of being peaceful, being nice, being loving, being kind, being generous, being happy. No, I've stepped away from it. And I don't feel at peace inside. People who have faced traffic jams in their life. Traffic jams. Very good. Yeah. That means you have a driving license. Do we like traffic jams? If you say yes, I will invite you to India.
It does happen here.
Yes, of
Our
course,
house,
of course
every
it does.
hour.
It happens everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
It happens in our house.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh yeah, here also. Very good. Nobody likes traffic jams.
It gives tension.
It gives tension. It increases our stress level. So when we feel stress, we lose our peace. What is stress? Science today tells us a very simple definition. It is more pressure, less time. Less time, more pressure. This is the definition of stress. Of course, standard physics has a formula for it. It means, to make it simple, I need not explain stress to you. You all experience stress. Yes? Experience stress? Yes. So the simple definition that people give us today is, in a limited amount of time, if I have more number of thoughts, that is stress. For example, I have to go to work. Yes. I also need to prepare breakfast because I don't want to go hungry. And I also need to take something with me. At the same time, I need to feed my kids. For some reason, my kid is not getting ready for the school. At the same time, my phone rings and somebody is on the phone and they are saying that we really need to go to office early today because there is a lot of work. And while you're still on the phone, the doorbell rings and you say, God, what is this? And you take the phone, you shout at your kids, say, get ready quickly, we need to go. And you go to the gate and you open the door and you see a policeman. And our stress levels go off the roof. True?
Very stressed now in this room.
Yes. I'm just giving you a situation. But see, you are still laughing. Who would say you are stressed? In just those few minutes, so many thoughts happened, one over the other. And you start thinking about everything. Why is my kid not getting ready? Why do I have to go early? Why is the phone ringing now? You have picked up the phone. Before you could say hello, why is this person calling me? You are talking to him or her, whomsoever. Why do you have to tell me now? You could have waited until I could have reached the office. Everything here, inside your mind. You're not saying it out loud, but you're creating those thoughts. Probably to your colleague, you're saying, yes, I'm on the way. Yeah, I'm just preparing breakfast. I'll be there. You're saying this, but inside, you're creating more thoughts about it.
Yes.
Chaotic. The policeman is the cherry on the cake. Oh dear God, what is this now? What has happened? What went wrong? You start imagining many other things. So just those 5 minutes, the same situation, but so many thoughts. In that little time, many thoughts is what is called as stress. On the other hand, let us talk about when we are not stressed, when we are peaceful, when we are on a holiday. Sometimes today people have stress on holidays too, because they have a bucket list. Do this, 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 go here, see this, do this, eat at this place, take a picture, upload it. And after uploading, why are there no likes? Why is not anybody commenting about it? Is my Wi-Fi connection working? Many things. Usually, when people feel peaceful, what happens to them? They're relaxed. They're relaxed. They're not thinking anything. If they're doing something, their task is only that. They're not bothered about anything else in the world. No? If there is something that children enjoy doing, apart from scrolling on the cell phone today, But if there is a hobby, or if it is something that really nourishes me, something that I'm passionate about, and once in a while I get to do that, when you're doing it, do you feel stressed? No. For example, going out on a walk. When people feel stressed, peaceless, upset, what do? Of course, you gave nice answers. I'll give you not so nice answers. And I'm pretty sure you also know these answers. Yeah? When they feel upset, when they feel stressed, they go out for a pranayama break. They practice deep breathing. Heard of this? You've heard of this. Now I'll give you the other side of deep breathing. You will pick up something. This kind of deep breathing. Have you heard of this? Yes. In the corporate world, we call them smoke breaks. The other word is stress buster. It will burst your stress away. And people try that. Do you think that kind of deep breathing helps them? It might give you a nicotine addiction. Well, it can give other things also that the doctors talk about. But many people take that up as an option of getting their peace back. But what happens, today science tells us that when you get stressed in the early few days and you started smoking, your stress would go away in one cigarette. By the time you are 3 months into smoking, the same kind of stress will not go away with one cigarette. Now your cigarette has to be doubled. And as you continue that habit, the number of cigarettes also has to go up. Those of you who might have not heard of this, I get to meet people quite often. And people have seen people working. And when they find out that their break time is about to get over and they need to be back inside the office, and they've realized that, oh, this is just my second smoke, but I need to have 3 cigarettes so that my stress level goes down. Next. I'm not kidding. It is true. Okay, now let us go to something less harmful. Have you heard about comfort eating? Comfort eating? You know what is comfort eating? There is something that you like. Your favorite food probably. Chocolate, pizza, anything. Ice cream, French fries, potato chips. Different things for different people. So when you feel upset, when you feel peaceless, restless, not so nice inside, I try to take that, buy it, and start eating it. I eat it until I regain my seat again. When I feel, yes, I'm back in my zone. Have you done this ever? Yes. Sometimes it so happens to people that after they consume that food, they start feeling nice. But sometimes when they feel that even after eating 1 packet of chips, I don't feel nice, I go for the next one. I go for another ice cream. I go for another cola. I go for another drink, beer, whatever you might want to. Comfort food, food in general, something to put inside the body. Then this comfort eating changes into a psychological term that is now being used, which is called as binge eating. Do you know what is binge eating?
What did you say?
Binge eating. It is called binge, B-I-N-G-E. Binge eating. That means you go after consuming one after the other, senselessly, without consciously knowing you're doing it. Well, many people are now saying that causes obesity, other health issues, and people who are calorie conscious, The moment they realize that, oh, I've eaten so much, they get upset again. They get upset with the fact that I have missed my calorie count today. So it takes you on a guilt trip. And again, you feel down.
Or go for fasting.
Yes, go for fasting. Then we also have a certain kind of therapy when you not feel nice, when you feel upset or stressed, not in your zone. The therapy is called as retail therapy. Have you heard of retail therapy? Yes? Oh, yeah. Retail therapy is people go do shopping. Because you buy something for yourself and it feels nice. Because you know that you are doing it for your own self. Maybe you are buying things that are not necessary. When you buy and you bring so many bags home and you feel like, it feels nice. It does. It does. But only when your credit card bill appears, will that feeling nice again go away? Take you again on a downward trip. So this is what these people are facing. There is one thing subtle that we have all understood. Let me get to another example very quickly. People have heard about weekend getaways. The moment it is Friday, freedom. Let's go somewhere. I've worked too hard for the week. It has become too much. I had a stressful day. The entire week was so stressful. I start talking about it. I tell my friends, no, I need this break. I am going. I'm going to the beach. I'm going to the forest. For those of us who can afford, they might want to go to Alicante and Mallorca, wherever, whatever you fancy. Some of them go to the mountains, skiing, Switzerland, wherever. But what happens after those 2 days? You went Friday night, you took a flight and you landed there. Saturday, Sunday, you spent there. Sunday night, you arrived back home. Next day morning on Monday, I'm giving you a standard example. On Monday morning, especially people who work in the field of IT will tell us better about it. They suffer from something called as Monday blues. Have you heard of this term?
Yes.
They don't feel like going to work. They're like, oh dear God, why? Why do I have to do this job? Again, the same stressful work. The stress has not come in yet. They are anticipating the stress. They say it will be a stressful week. It will be a stressful day. You are creating that stressful thought right away when that stress has not even come. Happens to us. Nowadays, the state of affairs have gone down not to Monday blues. Those Monday blues have turned out to be Sunday blues. Sunday evening itself. Oh my God, tomorrow I have to go to work. Starts on the Sunday evening itself. Many people don't want to, I'm telling you, this is real stories. Many people don't want to do any events on Sunday evening. Sunday evening, if somebody would call you home saying that today is my son's birthday party, he's turning 3, and I'm asking you to come home and we are throwing a party and you'll have dinner here. And you would say, oh, it is Sunday evening. Oh, I don't think so, I can make it. Why? Not because you don't like free food. Not like you don't want to wish that kid a happy birthday. Simply because you start feeling that Sunday blues and you don't want that party to go on for a long time. Monday morning you have to go to work. Takes you over. This is reality. And those of you who are living in this part of the world, I should tell you, in the UK, when we were doing programs, they said nobody comes on Sunday evening. If we have to do a program, even if it is about spirituality, we should do it on Saturday evening. And I said, wonderful. So this is where we are. But whatever we try to do, whether it is binge eating, whether it is retail therapy, or whether it's some nice therapy like going to a spa, pedicure, manicure, massage, whatever you are trying to do, shopping, going on a holiday, we think that doing that will take our stress away. It will bring us back to our peace of mind, our natural state of being. The reason why we think it that way is because we know that doing something for myself will make me feel nice. And often, majority of us are doing things for others. We are busy doing, and not taking time for the self. And when I say self, I'm not saying in a selfish way. I'm saying about self-care, about giving myself time, taking care of me. If I get upset, if my peace is lost, if I'm frustrated, if I'm angry, if I'm upset, what do I do to quickly bring myself back? Not waiting until the weekend, not waiting until the end of the day. That moment, what am I doing? For most people, they succumb to stress. They succumb to peacelessness. Succumb, yeah? It's meaning that you go with the flow and you accept that stress and you continue doing that again and again, not trying to apply a remedy. If you get one cut, you'll say, next hand. So that depreciates, takes away our peace of mind, slowly, and we come to a point when we feel empty, and then we think that we should get a refill now. There are also many other issues that we face with peace. Sometimes we carry a burden of something that has happened to us a long time ago. Somebody said something to me, or somebody treated me in a not so nice way, and I still carry it. Happens to us. Last week I went to the office and she said something so bad, I did not like it at all. How can she do this to me? When was it? Last week. You are saying it today. And I'm pretty sure that not only just you, if I was also in your situation, I might have said those things again and again to my mind several times before saying it out loud to you. Does it happen to us? She said it only once. She said it only once on that day. And I come back home. She said this to me. How can she say this to me? Day over, next day. You know what? Yesterday she said this to me. How can she say this to me? Another day passed. 2 days ago, you know, she said this to me. Where am I? I'm still in that moment of hurt. In that moment when somebody took my peace away. In that moment when something someone said had upset me. Now, I'm not seeing that that person was wrong or that situation was wrong. I'm just carrying the whole on my head. Still living in that moment, revisiting it again and again. This is also called as self-harm. Me creating stress here about something that happened only once, but I keep repeating it again and again. And if it happens to you,
Yeah.
Yes, if it happens to you, it means that we are all alive. That we are all human beings.
I was Can I say something?
Yeah.
I was about to say that because we are human, we are sensitive and we feel. And then when you're oversensitive,
Yeah.
like I'm very oversensitive, although I'm very talkative, but I cannot always express when I'm hurt. And then it will, like you just have given example, it will keep on coming in my mind after many weeks. And I'm very bad to open my mouth right at the moment. And again, we are human, so we tend to get also hurt.
True. Now we've discussed about the problem. Yes, we have understood what peace means. We also understood what takes away our peace. We also understood what we try to do when we want to regain that peace. Now we come to the topic, being at peace with yourself. So we've understood that whenever something that upsets me or takes my peace away, I try doing things to come to that natural state of being. Why am I trying so hard? Why am I trying so hard to go back to that state of mind again? It's a thought that we should wonder about. Why? Why am I so desperate to feel nice again? Why can't I be feeling upset? Why can't I always be stressed? Yes, stress is part of life. Let us all be stressed.
Because for me, it's a nice place to be. I feel connected.
It's not
It's
comfortable.
nice.
It's not comfortable.
I'm not natural.
It's not natural.
I think about the ego or a superstar. You want to be a superstar.
You want to be a
You are the best
superstar.
of the best.
You're the best
Of
of
course. But you are not, of course.
Yeah.
That's the problem, because then they are not connected.
True.
Live simple
Listen.
and with structure and hardness. Hard yourself. Get your
Make yourself
shoulders.
strong.
Not the sword, the sword, but
The shield.
yeah, right.
Very nice. I like that word, shield. Now I very quickly would try to sum up what you all said and share what the spiritual wisdom says about it. The reason why I don't want to feel stressed, I don't want to feel upset, I don't feel comfortable with peacelessness, I don't feel natural about it, I feel that something is unnatural, something is not right, is because naturally, by nature, I am peaceful. Not just you, not just you, not just you, not just you, not just him, not just me. Everyone on this planet is naturally what? I did not hear that. Agreed? Now let me ask you a question. The person who said something bad about you last week, is she also naturally peaceful?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did not hear much about it now. Did I? Did I?
Sometimes it has not to be another person.
Yeah.
But something happens.
Yeah.
You lose a dear one.
Yeah.
And it takes not only months,
Yeah.
it can even take years. I mean, you listen from your friends, you listen from your family.
Yeah.
Forget it, let it go, but its stain remains.
Yeah.
If somebody else whom I don't know dies away,
Yeah.
I may be
doesn't
not feeling
matter.
anything. But if you have lost a dear one, then all the other therapies come into the picture. You do this, you do that, you do this, you get another bad cycle.
Yeah.
This is sometimes takes your peace away.
True.
Even I know that it is wrong, but
Yeah.
I can't control it. That's why I can't see them anymore, or I can't talk to them anymore.
Very beautiful. It's not that we lack wisdom. It's not that we lack understanding. We know that my natural nature is peace. And that is why I want to return to that state again and again. I'll come to what you said just now. Do we all drink water? Yes? Yes? H2O? Sometimes I like to drink hot water, correct? I put the normal tap water, put it in the kettle, put it for heating. Once it is boiled, I take the kettle out of the machine or the heater and I place it on the table. The water is boiling. I put it in my cup, and if I start drinking it like this, what will it do? It'll burn you. Even though I like drinking hot water, I still have to do it sip by sip, right? But let's understand the nature of water. You took the water, you put it on the heater, you gave some heat to it. Did it start to boil? Yes. If you give heat, if you give enough heat, it will start to boil. Once you take it off the heat, you leave it there. Will it not cool down on its own?
Yes.
Yes. You give it some time, it will cool down on its own. It will come back to its original nature. What is its original nature? Cool. That is what is our original nature too. Sometimes in the heat of the moment, sometimes because of something, a heated argument or something, a situation, we tend to heat up. Our mind tends to heat up. Our thoughts begin to boil. And if you take it away, if you take that heat away, what will happen? It will cool down if you give it some time. But in this today's busy world, time is a commodity that is very costly. Yes? So what do? I know that if I give myself some time, I will cool down. I will regain my peace. I will be peace at myself because I know inner being, my original nature is peace. That is how I am. That is how people on the planet are. But now I don't have that time to put the kettle down, to take myself from the heat of the room. If I think that that cup of water that I've put in my glass cup, it is boiling, but it is very hot. I cannot drink it, but I want to bring its temperature down instantly. What can I do to it?
Put cold water. Suppress.
Yeah. Put cold water, put some ice cubes, or put that cup into the freezer. These are things that we can do. Yeah. Practically, yes, possible. This is what we do in real life also. So when I feel peaceless here, when I feel that my thoughts are boiling, can I add some cold water here? Theoretically.
You can try this.
Theoretically. Can I do this? I was so far trying to put things to cool it down. But what things was I trying? I was trying physical things. Is there a shop where I can buy peace?
No.
Love?
No.
Happiness?
No.
Everything is in transit, whether happiness or sorrow as such.
2 weeks ago, just after the UK, I was in Switzerland. They took me to a chocolate factory. And on the chocolate factory, on the wall, there was this nice line. It said, money can't buy happiness, but it can buy chocolate. And it comes close. And I read that line and I smiled. I said, like, oh yeah. But you are not just giving us the dose. You should tell us how much of the dose is required. So it is like I'm trying to feed something physically to get something which is non-physical. Peace cannot be purchased in a shop. happiness, love cannot be purchased. Kindness cannot be purchased. Confidence, strength, power, willpower cannot be. Where do we get it then? I know I need it. Some of you said that we need to become strong, shield, powerful. We need to put that ice cubes or cool water in that boiling water to bring it to normal temperature. So all this while, we were trying to look at things on the outside. But where it actually lies is on the inside. So our approach so far was outside in. I forgot that I am more than what I appear. We said that we are all human, but we forgot that we are all human beings. The word human comes from the Latin word humus, meaning soil. So the body also needs things from the soil or on this planet to keep us alive. Do we need food?
Yes.
Yes. Water?
Yes.
Fresh air?
Yes.
Yes. Warmth, sunshine? Yes. Sometimes space? Yes. If we don't get any of these, we start feeling discomforted physically. But what happens here on the inside is the inside is non-physical. And this non-physical was called as the being. That which is not dependent on the physical. Have you not seen people in your life who have had less things in their life, but yet they were more satisfied? They were more happy. They were more peaceful. I have seen people in my life who would not get angry no matter what people would say to them. I've seen them. Exemplary examples of patience, tolerance. What is patience? What is tolerance? It is that ice cube. It is that cold water. Pour. Where is it coming from? Are they buying it from a shop? No.
Inside.
It is inside. It is there within you. You all have a certain amount of patience, a certain amount of tolerance. When something goes beyond that, what do I need to do? I need to do a refill. And how do I do a refill? It's just reminding myself that this is my true nature. Yeah.
I think you need a very hard training because it's very hard to come to that point. I totally agree with you, but you should be aware of, and that's the, I think the good thing, the best thing is that you work with yourself and you find your way and you take the painful way to get the goal and then live simple as possible.
True.
That would be a good way.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it is easy, but I wouldn't say it is very tough. I will only share my experience with you. When we understand that everybody on this planet is naturally peaceful, yes? Nobody likes to be stressed. Nobody likes to be angry. Nobody likes to be frustrated. Nobody likes to be unhappy. Like you said, if somebody is unhappy in my family, my husband, my wife, my boyfriend, my girlfriend, my child, my parent, my colleague, my superior, somebody whom I know is unhappy today or upset, can I do something for that person to feel better? Can I?
Yes.
Can I?
To some extent.
Sometimes,
Yes.
you can,
Sometimes, yes.
yes.
When children fail, young children, they are trying a sport. For some reason, they did not succeed. As a parent or as a child, you imagine what your parents told you when you came back home upset, saying that, no, the game did not go well today, the exam did not go well today. What did we tell? We say, it's okay, it's all right, this happens, this is part of life. It does not mean that you are a failure. It is just one game. It happened. Next game, you will win. Keep trying. Do not lose your hope. Be hopeful. This is what somebody else told us. And when they said something nice like this to us, did we start feeling nice?
Yes.
Did we start feeling a little better? Just a pat on the back saying that it's okay, kiddo. Happens. We are here with you. Helped. They did not give us anything physical. They said something. It was a nice thought reminding us that it is okay. You still have what it takes it to be successful. If you are angry, upset about something, it's all right. Telling ourselves these things is what is meditation. It is about we giving ourselves that time a little bit, taking the kettle off the stove, putting a little bit of cold water. The moment you get angry, do not look for an escape. The moment you lose your patience, do not look for a smoke break. Do not look for a stress buster. Do not look for a holiday. Do not look for a chocolate. All you need to do is feel. Connect. Go within. Reflect that moment. The moment when somebody is saying something horrible or nasty about you, you remind yourself that whatever this person is saying, he or she is saying it at the heat of the moment. I am peaceful, so is this person too. I remain peaceful. This is my true nature. I know the storm is brewing in front of me, but I do not lose my confidence because I am an experienced sailor. I have seen many storms in my life. And this is a small thing. I will still get through this. Giving yourself that confidence. That's the reason we call the word self-confidence. Saying it to yourself. These are called as positive affirmations. In other words, it is also called as positive self-talk. And by doing this, people have become more peaceful. They did not have to bother about their credit card bills at the end of the month. Free. Right here. I have what it takes. And these gentle thoughts are loving reminders to my own self, my own true being, that I am not just this, what I appear, but I am more than that here inside. And I am capable, I am strong, I am peaceful, I am loving, I am kind, I am generous, I am helpful, I am hopeful. Saying these things. And if you think this is not going to work, then I should say that you should all go and meet Cristiano Ronaldo. Yes? Do you know him?
Yeah.
He was the FIFA Footballer of the Year for many years. Yes? Do you think he used to get some special tonic from his mom, drink it and score goals? No. He has shared it many times. I'm telling you, he does not come and practice Raja Yoga. He does not. But he says this, that before I have to go and play a match, I always say this to myself, that I have won this match already. I have scored the goals already. I am a winner. I am confident. I have done it many times and I will do it again. Just because he says it, does that mean in every match he will score a goal?
No.
Those of you who watch football? No.
No.
But does he lose his confidence just because he misses a goal?
No.
Is he depressed?
No.
Is he unhappy?
No.
No. For sports people, this training has worked. It works for us too. Only if we try it out. We don't need anything from outside extra. Every day in the morning, the first thing when you wake up, 10 thoughts, 15 thoughts, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute for myself. When I do something for myself, I feel nice. So can I give 1 minute to myself? Every day in the morning. The first thing when I wake up. Don't look at the clock. Don't look at the cell phone. For some reason, even if you have to go to the washroom, that is the reason you're woken up. First thing when you wake up. I'm alive. Yeah. Thankful for this life. Gratitude. Saying, yes, I am happy. I'm happy to be here. Can I say this to myself? Can I say it? Yes. If you think that it is difficult for you to say it, pick up a book, write it. That's how children learn it. But I think we're all adults. We know we have done this many times. And this creating of positive affirmations and positive thoughts is what if you practice once in the morning, once before you go to bed, and once sometime during the day. At least this, 3 times, and see. At the end of 3 weeks, you will see that other people will start seeing changes in you. You might not notice because you are doing it. Other people around you will say, something is different about him or her, yeah?
I start with the yoga.
Yeah.
Before I left the bed in the morning.
Yeah.
And when I end the day, I also do yoga.
Yeah.
And into myself.
Yeah.
Peaceful.
So it's a good practice. Let us do something positive for our own self. Start the day with positivity, end it with positivity, and during the day, let's do a refill of positivity. Possible? Possible.
Yes.
Yes.
It's like, maybe I'll first try the chocolate and then I will try the 1 minute. I'm not saying don't try the chocolate, but when you are eating the chocolate, please say, I am a peaceful being. I am happy that I have this chocolate. Oh, chocolate, you're so nice. Say this, not out loudly, inside. And even when those stressful situations come in front of you, that time, pick up the shield. When they try to attack you, you are not trying to fight back. Nor do you take the injuries on your hand, nor do you pick up a sword. You pick up a shield. In America, there is a very popular legal term that is used, which says, I neither confirm nor deny it. Meaning, I do not accept your allegation, nor am I denying it. I am just maintaining neutrality. I stay at my peace, my stability. Whatever you are saying may be right, maybe. But at this moment, that might disturb my peace. So I choose to allow it to be where it is. I do not allow it to come inside. Somebody gets angry on me, I say, okay. Yeah, I understand. Can we say this? Instead of saying, no, this cannot happen. I don't do this. This is not my nature. No, inside to your own self, say this. It's okay. This person is angry. He will also cool down. It is his natural nature to be peaceful. He's just boiling because he was put on the heater. Can I say these things to myself? Will it happen tomorrow? Will it happen tomorrow?
Yes.
Little bit by bit, practice. So I put up the shield of positive thoughts around me, and it protects me. I am not fighting back. I am not taking eye for an eye. I am not becoming vengeful, revengeful. No. Shield. I am peaceful, so are you. I create good wishes for you too. May you also be peaceful. May you cool down quickly inside my mind. Yeah. Having that vision helps. And that is what we'll try doing. Shall we try doing that? Yeah? 2 minutes? 3 minutes? 5? How long?
Do you want music or your side? Yeah. And you remember to speak up so they get the recording.
For doing this, you need not need a yoga mat. You need not need a music like this. You don't need a candle. You don't need incense sticks. Because in the office, or when you're going and driving somewhere, on the road, if somebody drives in an insane way, will you have the tools available for you? The tool is here.
Yeah.
Just here. Go inside. Very gently. Sit back, whichever position you're comfortable with. Preferably keep your eyes open, or if you want, you can keep your eyes closed. The reason I ask you to keep them open is because in real life, you might not even get a chance to close your eyes. And somebody's shouting at you if you close your eyes. They're like, what? I am talking to you. So at that time, you have to respond. Look with open eyes. Think. I slowly shift my awareness to my inner world. I look within and I observe my thoughts. I give this few moments to slow down my thoughts. I consciously take this time to experience peace, allowing myself relaxation, giving myself a break. I slow down my thoughts. I create positive thought. A thought that is close to my true nature. I am a peaceful being. Peace is my true nature. This is my essence. Peace is my reality. As I give myself these gentle reminders, I feel peace around me. I fill myself with this peace. I slowly radiate the thoughts of peace for everyone around me. In my relationships, in my conversations, I remain peaceful, calm, stable. In my interactions, I use the power of love, knowing that my true nature is love. And everybody else in the world also are beings of love. I see my interactions, my relationships as loveful. Gently remind myself that I am powerful. I am confident. I have done many things in life. I have been successful many times. I have been helpful. I have the power to help others. I am a kind being. I am generous. I am a being of love. I am a being of peace. Om Shanti. Whenever you're ready, if you feel like speaking, opening your eyes, you can come back to the room.
So thank you very much, Shrinidhi. It was a lovely, peaceful evening. And I feel maybe it's a shame to give an applause now because it's such an electric, peaceful, quiet. But in India, when we have this atmosphere, we give an applause with one hand to say thank you, to keep the peace and the quiet. So that's nice. And we got many deep points on how to stay peaceful. I appreciate it. And we have recorded it, so if you like to hear it again, we'll put it on the YouTube channel. And we did get one person who's never been here before at the very back. Yes.
Two.
Yeah. And for you others, I just want to mention on this coming Saturday, we have a positive thinking Saturday, positiv lördag nu på lördag, 10-14 med Benedikte. Är någon där har tid och lust? Och i oktober håller Jasmin, hon håller positiv tänkning som går hjem 16:30 till 5:45. Titt ligger det ju lite sent, men i oktober blir det som går hjem. Ja. Och sen Gina, hon kör hon kör meditationskurserna dagtid för tiden. Det är också något nytt, så det är tisdag i oktober så är det 9:30 till 11. Så det är lite ny ting vi håller. Men ellers så säger jag tack för i afton, och det står några svenska små köer där nere på, på bordet och lite folk hvis der någon det vill ha. Ja. Jag totally said they take on the way back. Yeah, Swedish cookies.
Oh.
Yes, yes. Okay. And yes, I say thank you very much, and thanks to Shrinidhi. And if you want to ask him something, he will hang around for a while. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. What's the Danish for tack?
Yeah, tack, tack, mange tack. Mange tack. Okay, Om Shanti.
So before you leave, I have a question to ask.
Okay.
Yes. Would it be okay if we take a picture with all of you?
Yeah, sure.
Just so that when I go back, I would have said that, oh, now we have so many friends here in Denmark. Have we become friends?
Yes.
Yes. I've become friends with so many peaceful people. Yes?
Yes.